Well, it was a lot nicer outdoors if you wanted to maybe kick around the soccer ball or just enjoy it without being really hot out there. Yesterday in the 80s and 90s, today about 10 to 20 degrees cooler across our inland areas. And the reason is because of this storm system that I'm currently standing on. This swirl, it kind of looks like a comma below my feet. This has brought the onshore winds and the relatively cooler temperatures, but what it's not going to bring us is any sort of rain. That will be reserved for Northern California and the Pacific Northwest. It's going to leave us in the dust, but it is going to keep those cooler temperatures around for at least one more day. Let's show you how cool those temperatures are right now. It's really interesting just to show you how much cooler it is compared to 24 hours ago, especially across those inland areas. 10 to 20 degrees. You are 16 degrees cooler in San Jose right now. Concord, 10 degrees cooler. 20 degrees cooler in Livermore. That is all relative to your location, though, because you look closer to the coast. Point Reyes at Half Moon Bay, right now, you're 3 degrees warmer than yesterday. So it really is all relative. But inland areas, you are in the mid to lower 70s, if not upper 60s, while our coastal communities, mid to lower 60s, if not mid to upper 50s. It is, again, all location dependent. The cloud coverage is going to return overnight tonight and into early tomorrow, and we're going to be seeing it more widespread waking up early tomorrow morning. By tomorrow afternoon, though, look at all that cloud coverage. We are expecting a lot of it to clear, and that's going to allow our high temperatures to warm up a couple of degrees tomorrow afternoon, even along the coast. Although, yeah, coastal communities with the onshore winds still going to be in the low 60s. Inland communities, you're going to be in the mid to upper 70s. Fairfield, you might even reach that 80-degree mark, and it's only going to get warmer and warmer from there as the cloud coverage overnight Wednesday and into early Thursday, it is really not going to be widespread for the first time in a while. And that's going to allow our temperatures to warm back up on Thursday afternoon. Inland areas returning back into the mid to lower 80s, areas by the bay into the mid to upper 70s, and areas along the coast, I would say mid 60s should be returning. I would not be surprised if Half Moon Bay and Pacifica, you did see a little bit of warmer weather with that fog expected to break. So it is all location dependent again with those microclimates staying in full force. But either way, temperatures at or above average for at least the next 7 days or so. What that is also doing is it's returning fire danger to the forecast. It's not necessarily in the Bay Area, but down in the interior parts of San Benito and Monterey counties, there's actually a red flag warning in effect through 10 o'clock tonight. Minimum humidity 5 to 15%, winds gusting up to 35 miles an hour. But I would say for the Bay Area as a whole, majority of us don't really have much to worry about because of the direction of the winds. Yes, it's been breezy, if not windy out there, but because the winds are coming mostly from that onshore direction, it's ushering in relatively more moisture and relatively cooler conditions. So 15, 25 mile an hour wind gust, even waking up early tomorrow morning. Those winds are only going to get breezier by tomorrow afternoon. You would not be surprised to see widespread 20 to 30 mile an hour gusts, especially directly along the coast. They'll be quieting down the farther inland that you go. And then finally, by the time that we step out late Wednesday and into Thursday, those winds should be quiet, waking up early Thursday morning, but by Thursday afternoon, it will be breezy, not as windy. And as those winds calm down Thursday, those temperatures begin to heat up. And as temperatures heat up, we don't really have all too much to talk about in terms of rainfall. Little to nothing over at least the next 10 days, with a bit of a roller coaster ride when it comes to our temperatures. We'll be staying relatively seasonable, if not cool, through Wednesday, warming up Thursday and Friday, back down Saturday and Sunday, and then warming right back up by Monday, Tuesday, and you might even be seeing the upper 80s, if not low 90s, returning to our inland areas and areas across our interior communities. So there is going to be a lot of changes on the way, but there's a little something for everyone over the next 7 days, I would say. So if maybe you didn't get to enjoy the heat over this past weekend, you should be able to over the next several days. But if you like the cooler weather, there's a couple of those days for you as well.